y'all, my name is Sherry Black, and I wanted to show you the sweater that I designed. I call this my Peacock sweater because of the pattern and the design. And also, I wanted to show you my bell sleeves. And I used the ombre yarn. That's why I'm getting all these different colors, which I really didn't plan on this, but I think it's okay. And then also, I wanted to show you the back of my sweater. But anyway, I call this my Peacock, and I made this to fit myself, and it is an extra large. I usually wear X large. I don't have it in any smaller size, but it is my creation. So anyway, I just want to thank y'all so much for watching me today, and I'm going to show you how I made this. Thank you.
Hi y'all. In this video, I'm going to be using Super Saver Ombre Red Heart, and this is a level 4, okay? And I'm going to be using a number 5mm hook, and you will need scissors, you will need a needle, a yarn needle, and you're going to need some markers, stitch markers. I am going to be chaining 82. So go ahead and get your slip knot. And we are going to chain 82. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we're just going to do 82 chains, and I'll meet you right back. When you get to the end of your 82 chains, you're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. And you're going to go into each one and single crochet. And this is, you just go in, go through that loop, pull up a loop, go through like so. And you're just going to keep doing this all the way across until you get a total of 81 single crochets. Just like that. Okay, we are at the end of our single crochets, and we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And I did want to say right here, this little spot, I don't know what that is. When I bought the yarn, it's right here, and it's kind of upsetting, but hopefully when I wash this, it'll come out. Whatever it is, it kind of was like that. I don't know. But anyway, you're going to chain 3, and we're going to turn our work, and then we are going to do 2 doubles into this first stitch. 1, 2. Okay, now we are going to do chain 1. We are going to skip 3. 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th chain, we are going to single crochet. Then we are going to chain 1, and then we are going to skip 3. 1, 2, 3, and in this 4th stitch, we're going to do 7 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. and then we are going to chain 1. Then we are going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3 stitches. Into this chain we are going to single crochet, and then we are going to chain 1, and then we are going to skip 3, and into the 4th chain we are going to do 7 double crochets. Again, okay, and after you get your 7th double crochet, we're going to chain 1, we are going to skip 3. So 1, 2, 3, then in this 4th stitch we're going to single crochet, we are going to chain 1, and then we are going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, in the 4th chain, do 7 double crochets again. And we are going to do this all the way across. Okay, and I'm going to show you what we have. So if you look, this is what we have. So remember, after each double crochet you're going to chain 1, skip 3, into the 4th stitch, single crochet, then you're going to chain 1 again, skip 3, and in the 4th chain do 7 doubles, okay, and then you're going to chain 1 again, and then you're going to skip 3, into the 4th chain, single crochet, and then skip 1, and then do your 7 double crochets. So it should look like this, and we're going to do this all the way down to the end, and when I get to the end I'm going to show you how to end this, and it should end the same as this, but I will show you. So when you get to the end of the row, you've done your chain 1, then you're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet, chain 1, and then you're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and in this last stitch you're going to do 2 double crochets, 3 double crochets in the last stitch, 3 double crochets, and then you're going to chain 1, and you will turn your work. But I do want to show you right here, if, like I said at the beginning of this, we did 3, it ended up being the chain 3 and the 2 doubles. So if you get confused, just remember, if you do this end, you're going to end here with 3 doubles and chain 1 and turn your work, and then we're going to go on row 3, and on row 3 you are going to single crochet into the 1st stitch, and there's that ugly stain, oh my goodness. Okay, single crochet in the 1st stitch, chain 2, 1, 2. Now we are going to puff stitch in the single crochet. So we're going to go right here in this single crochet, we are going to puff stitch, and we go around, go in, pull up, go around, pull up, go around, pull up, go through all except for the last 2, pull through. chain 1. Then we are going to do this again, puff again, go in, pull up, 1, 2, and 3. Go through, but leave these last 2, go through those 2. And then this is your puff stitch, okay? And then once you puff, you're going to chain 2, 1, 2. Okay, and then now you're going to go into the middle of your in the middle, 1, 2, 3, and then in this stitch you're going to single crochet, okay, and then you are going to chain 2, and then you're going to go over here and do a puff in the single crochet again. So pull up, go in, pull up, go around, pull up, go through all except for the 2, pull through. We're going to chain 1 in between our puff, and then we're going to puff back into that stitch again. So 1, 2, and 3, and then pull through except for the 2, and then go through the 2, and then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2. We are going to go 1, 2, 3 into this 4th chain, or not chain but stitch, and single crochet, chain 2, and then we're going to do our puff again into this single crochet, 1, 2, and 3, pull through, and then go through those 2, single crochet, chain, then puff again, 1, 2, and 3, pull through, leaving the 2, and then go through those 2, chain 2, and then we are going to go 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th here, do a single crochet, chain 2, and it's going to look like this. So just remember, we're doing our puff, chain 1, puff, chain 2, skip to the middle of our shell, and single crochet, which is on the 4th one, chain 2, puff into the single crochet, chain 1, puff, chain 2, go to the middle of the shell, which is the 4th stitch, single crochet, chain 2, puff. And we are going to do that all the way across, and I will show you what to do at the very end. At the end of row 3, we did our puff, and we chained our 2, and then what we're going to do is single crochet in the chain 3 of the previous row. So 1, 2, 3, and then single crochet, and then we are going to chain 1, okay, and then we are going to turn our work, and we're going to start on row 4, and then what we're going to do is we're going to, on row 4, single crochet into this 1st stitch, okay, and then we are going to do 7 double crochets into the puff stitch. So start with 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this again. So we're going to double crochet into the puff stitch, I think my chain 1 looked like 2, so that's why it looks so wide. 3, 4, 'Sorry, y'all. Okay, sorry about that. 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, I did one too many. Sometimes when my yarn gets tangled, it messes me up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, after the 7 double crochets, we're going to chain 1, and then we are going to single crochet into the next single crochet, which is here. So single crochet, and then we're going to chain 1, and then we are going to repeat doing 7 double crochets. And there again, I have to unwind my yarn. Sorry. Okay, 7 double crochets into this puff. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we're going to chain 1, skip over to our single crochet, and single crochet. Chain 1, do 7 doubles in the puff, and we're just going to keep repeating this across. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and this is what it should look like. So, like I said, we've got 7, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, 7 doubles in the puff, chain 1. Remember, always chain 1 after your 7 doubles, single crochet, and then remember to chain 1 again before the 7 doubles. So you're going to chain 1 before and chain 1 after your 7 doubles and do your single crochet. So anyway, do this all the way across, and we're on row 4, and as soon as I get to the end, I'm going to show you what to do. At the end of row 4, after you do your 7 doubles, you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to single crochet into this last stitch, and then we are going to chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, turn our work. Okay, and now on this row, what we're going to do is we are going to double crochet in this first stitch, so we're going to double crochet into this first stitch. Okay, and then we are going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to single crochet here in the 4th stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet, chain 2, and then we are going to puff into this single crochet. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3, and then pull through, leaving 2, pull through those 2 chain 1, go back into this stitch, pull up a loop, go back under, pull up a loop, and go around, pull up a loop, and go through those, leaving 2, and pull through those. And then we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to single crochet into the 4th stitch, 1 2 3 4 in the middle, chain 2, and do our puff again. And it looks like this. So we're single crocheting in the middle. Actually, I'm off here. See, I realize that sometimes it's easy to get messed up, so I got to go in and do my second chain. Okay, so count in the middle, so it should be 1 2 3 4, 2 3 4, single crochet, chain 2, puff in the single crochet. Sorry y'all, I messed up on that. It looked, puff again, 1 2 3, pull through, leaving 2, chain 2, 1 2 3 4. And you know what I do is I'll go look in the middle, and you can also count over, chain 2, start your puff in the single crochet, 1 2 and 3, and go through those, leaving 2, chain 1, puff again, go through all of those except for 2, pull through, and chain 2, 1 2, and then count again, go to the middle, 1 2 3 4, chain 2, and keep going. And this is what we should have. Okay, so like I said, go to the middle of your shell and single, chain 2, puff, chain 1, puff, chain 2, single in the shell, chain 2, puff, chain 1, puff into the same stitch, and chain 2 and single in the 4th stitch, and or in the middle. You can count over, or you can just go to the middle and single. But anyway, do this across, and this is on row 5, and I'll meet you when we get over to the end and show you what to do on the end. Okay, we're at the end of row 5, and I'm going to do my chain 2, and then I'm going to double crochet into this last stitch, right here, okay, and once you double stitch, you're going to chain 3, 1 2 3, and then you're going to turn your work, and then we're going to start on row 6, and we're going to do 2 doubles into this first stitch, 2 doubles, okay. Now we're going to chain 1, and we're going to single into the single stitch, so single crochet into that stitch, then we are going to chain 1, and then we are going to do 7 doubles into our puff stitch. Okay, so 1 2 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we are going to chain 1 after that, and then we are going to single crochet into our single crochet, chain 1, and then we're going to 7 doubles into this puff stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, chain 1, single crochet into the single, chain 1, do 7 doubles, and so on. So, sorry, y'all. Gotta get me some more slack. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then you're going to chain 1. But I want to show you what it looks like. Okay, so just to refresh, we're going to, so we did our 2 doubles to make our 3, chain 1, single crochet into the single crochet, chain 1, 7 doubles into the puff, 7 double crochets, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, 7 double crochets into the puff stitch. And we are going to continue to do this all the way across, and then I will show you what to do at the end. We are at the end of row 6, and when you get to your single crochet, you're going to chain 1, okay, and then you are going to do 3 doubles into this last stitch. 1, 2, and 3. And then you will chain 1 and start at the beginning of your row 1. Excuse me, you're going to start at the beginning 3 through 6. So if you start, once you do this, when you get done with 6, you're going to start and do 3 through 6, as many rows as you need to make to make this fit you. Okay, so anyway, so we'll just keep going, and then once we get to the end of where the length that we want our pattern to be, then we will tie off. So here I made 2 of these. So what I'm doing is I'm going to use this as my right side. So I'm going to fold this in half like so, and then I am going to have it to where it's like this. So in other words, this is the scalloped edge, and this is going to be going like this over the towards the breast. So, and this is going to be the arm side, the single crochet side. So what I've done is I've turned it, and And here's that stain again. I'm going to have to wash this and hope I can get this out, because it came like that when I bought it and made me upset. Anyway, but I'm going to put the right side together because I'm going to make this the armhole. So what I've done here, I've already done one on this side. I've done this, and then when you turn it to the correct side, it's just going to look like this under the arm right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my 5mm hook, and I am going to, and if you look right here, I kind of used this design right here, and I started in this, so it'd be half of a 7 double crochet, and this is a whole, this is 7 double crochets, and this is a half of one. So I'm going to start here, so I'm going to count down, and I'm going to start right here. So I'm going to do the same thing on this one. So I've got my right side together, and then I'm going to start here. So I'm going to start in this right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin this. So this is this 7 double crochet, 7 on this side, and I'm just going to pin this right here, and then I'm going to start right here, because when I stitch this up, when I flip it, it'll be like this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've got my yarn, and I am going to get my hook, and all I'm doing here is I'm going to go inside this first stitch, and then you can sew this up any way you would like, but this is just how I'm doing it. I'm going on the inside right here, and I'm grabbing my yarn, and then this is my new yarn here. Okay, so I'm going to pull this through, and here's the tail of it, and then I'm just going to slip stitch, and then I'm going to go into the next inside, and then I'm going to go inside. And I'm sorry if y'all are having a really hard time seeing this. I'm going in and grabbing and slipping it like that. And then I'm going to go inside again. I'm going to find the inside next stitch. And then I'm going to go to this one. And then I'm going to pull through and slip. And I'm just going to keep doing this like this, slip, and then I'm just going to keep working down, going inside this inside stitch. Now this is what I'm doing, but you don't have to do this. This is just how I'm just kind of creating this as I go, and this is what I'm doing. But it's going to look like this, and I'm going to work up to the center of this 7 double crochet to make this to be the armhole. And as soon as, and I'm just, like I said, I'm just going to keep on doing this. I'm just going to go inside of this stitch, or single crochet I should say, and I'm going to go to the next stitch, and I'm going to go right here to this inside and just slip, pull that up and slip it. And it's going to look like that. And like I said, I'm going to work down to here, and I'll meet y'all back. So when you get to the end, you just go ahead and pull that through and just pull that taut, and you can work these little ends. You can tie these off, and then see when you flip this around, it's gonna match up like the other one. So anyway, it's gonna look like this. It kind of got twisted a little bit, but it should match. Each side should match, if you see here. So anyway, so now it's gonna look like this. So the scallop edge is, okay, it's folded, and this is the scallop edge, and this is the same here. Flip it, and it should match up too. And then we're going to put the scallop edge with it folded, as you can see, folded. And then this will be the waist, and then here's the armhole, and here's the armhole, okay? And then so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I'll meet you back here in a moment. I got to get this lined up, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Okay, I've decided what I'm going to do. So I've got my two pieces together here. This is the front, okay? And this is going to be the front of the left side. So I am going to start on the front of the left side, and I am going to turn it. So I'm at the scalloped edge, okay? And what I'm going to do is I am going to start grabbing each stitch. So let me get my yarn. Give me just a second. I gotta make sure. Okay. So this, I'm gonna start right here. Okay. And like I said, when I put this on and put my arm, my left arm will go through this, and this will be the front of the scallop starting at the breast, and this is the back. So I'm going to start here, and I'm starting at the bottom, and I am going to, I've got me some yarn here, and I am going to, go in to this 2 stitches, pull up, and I'm just going to chain 1, okay? And then I think I'm going to do single crochets. So this is chain 1, and then I'm going to go into this next. I'm going to go into this next stitch, and I am going to pull up a loop and single crochet, okay? Because like I said, I'm doing this as I go, and then this is the tail, so I will work this in later, but this is 2, and then I'm going to go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, single crochet, go into this next stitch, pull up a loop, single crochet, and I'm just going to keep doing this, and I am going to single crochet into each single crochet here, okay? And this is going to be kind of starting at the waistline, and you know, like I said, I've never made this. This is kind of like a design that I kind of came up with. And anyway, I'm just gonna keep doing this, and this is what it's looking like. And I am going to keep single crocheting until I get all the way over here to where the back would be, okay? And once I get around to this point, I am going to connect the other piece, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, I got over to the end, and I had 68 single crochets that I counted. Now, some of these had little spaces like right here, the way the shell was, so I just did one single. So it kind of depends. I just did one single in that space, one single in this space where there's a gap. But now I'm at the end, so now I've grabbed my other piece right here, and this is the back, because this is going to be the back. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm going to continue doing single crochets. I'm here now. I'm just going to continue going, because if you look here, this is going to be the back, and I'm going to piece this together. I'm going to stitch this in a weird design up like so far where it'll be on the back of the neck. So, but what I'm doing is, like I said, I've grabbed the other side. This is folded, and I'm going to lay it down, and then I am going to keep going. And I know this is kind of confusing, but I'm going to attach. Okay, here's my yarn, and I'm going to attach this. So I'll go into this and pull up a loop and single crochet. And like I said, this is the back, and then I'm going to piece this, and I'll show you that too, but I'm just going to keep going. And if you get to this other side, you could count 68 single crochets if that's what you come out with, so it'll be equal on both sides. So it may not matter too much, but you kind of want it to look even. So anyway, so I'm going to start counting on this side 68 single crochets, and then I'm going to work all the way around to where I'll be at the front, and this will fall on the right side, if I'm thinking of this the right way. And this is the right side of the way I'm going to have it look. So anyway, I'm going to keep going. So I'm just going to go in the next stitch and single crochet. That's 2, and then go through those 2. That would be 3, and then these 2, that would be 4 singles. And like I said, I'm just going to keep on going, and when I get all the way around, I'll meet y'all back. Okay, I got to the end, and this is what it's looking like. So this is where it's connected right here. I know this is hard to see. And then if I fold this over, this is the front and this is the front. Okay, so anyway, it's looking kind of like this. So I came out with 67 on this side, but you know, it's I think it'll be fine. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 1, 2, and then I'm going to turn, and now I am going to do double crochets all the way around, all the way, because this is where we're connected, all the way to this other side. And then we're going to do, we'll end here, and then we will do a few rows of double crochets, okay? And I will show you what I'm going to do once. I think I might do three or four rows of double crochet. So anyway, or 3 rows. I may do 3, I'm not sure, but I want to see how that's going to look, and then I'll meet y'all back. So all I'm going to do is I've chained 2, and I'm just going to go in every single crochet now, and I'm going to do a double crochet, and I'm just going to go into the next, do a double crochet, and then into the next single, do double crochet, and just keep going, like I said, all the way around to the other side, then chain 2, double crochet all the way around, chain 2, double crochet all the way back around, and we're going to do, I'm going to try 3 rows, and then I'll meet you back. Okay, I'm at the end, and I did a bunch of double crochets. You know, I should have counted these. I apologize. I did, and then I forgot already. But anyway, what I'm going to do, I decided I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to chain 1, 2, and I'm going to turn my work. And instead of doing double crochets again, I'm going to do double front post double crochets. So I've chained 2, turn my work, and I'll tie these in later. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around, go under this post, this double crochet, pull up a loop, and I'm going to go through 2 and go through 2, okay? And then I'm going to do that again, go around the hook, go into this post, pull through, up a loop, go through 2, go through 2. And I'm going to do this, I think I'm going to do this instead of doing the double, I'm going to do the front post double instead of just a plain double. So I'm going to do, so instead of going into this stitch, I'm just going to go under here through this post and pull that up and do double crochets. So I kind of changed my mind quite a bit, but I'm going to try this, and it kind of looks like this. So I'm just going to do that again. I'm going to go under this post, pull up a loop, go through 2, go through 2, wrap the yarn around, go up under this post, pull through 2, pull through 2. And this is a front post double crochet. And I'm going to do this all the way around, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to go all the way over to the other side, across where I gathered this. I'm going to keep on going, and when I get to this side, I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to do a front post double again. So I'm going to do a total of this row all the way around, and then do it again, and then I'll let you know what I'm going to do from there. Okay, I got to the end, and I counted this time, and I had 134 front post double crochets. So this is, like I said, this is the front of the work. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 1, 2, and then I'm going to, I want to look, because this is going to be the front. So this time I am going to do the back post double crochet, because let me make sure. I'm going to do back, excuse me, let's see, I want to see how this looks. No, I don't like that. So what I'm going to do on this row, I chain 2, and I am going to, I'm going to do a back post double crochet. So put your yarn around, go into the back loop, and do a double crochet. Okay, and then put your yarn around your hook, go into the back loop, pull up, go through 2, go through 2. So because we want this to be smooth. Okay, so the last time we did the front post, this time we're going to do a back post, because this is going to be the front of our work. The front, this is the back. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to continue doing back post double crochets into each post, just like this. Put your yarn around, go into the back, go through 2, go through 2. So that way when you pull this down, this is the front, okay, and this is the waist area, and this is what this is going to look like. So keep going all the way around until you get to this other side here, and then we're going to stop, and then I'll show you what the next step is. I'm here at the waist, and I did 3 rows, but I tried this on and I decided I'm going to do 1 more row. So what I'm going to do is, this time, since I'm going to add 1 more row of the double crochet, we're going to go back to 1, 2 chains, and then I'm going to do a front double post. We're going to do a front double post like this. So we're going to, so I did the front post in the first chain 2, okay, and then I am going to go in the front of this as a post, and I'm just going to do 1 more row like this all the way around until I get to the other side. And because I tried this on, like I said, I'm designing this as I go to fit myself, and I've kind of made this pattern up. I've kind of, or made this up as I go, but anyway, it's looking like this, and I'm just going to continue all the way around until I get to the other side, which is this other part of the waist. And I'll meet y'all back when I get here, because I'm going to do a totally different stitch for the bottom of the waist area. So I'm just going to continue doing double crochets in the front post. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm on the waist, and I've done my rows, my double crochets, and I did the front post and then the back post, and then anyway, so your post will be flat, because see on the back you can see I did 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I'm going to, I single crocheted all the way across, and I did multiples of 6, and then I counted multiples of 6 all the way around to the other side of the waist, and I added 3, and this is my chain 3. Okay, so now I'm going to count this first single crochet with the chain 3 is going to be 1, 2, 3. Skip 3. In the 4th single crochet, we are going to do a shell. Now, a shell is 3 doubles, 3 double crochets, plus 2 chains. Now 3 doubles again into this same stitch. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and this is what you should have right here. Now we are going to skip 5 single crochets. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So skip 5 into the 6th single crochet. We're going to do a shell again. So we're going to do 3 doubles, and then we're going to do chain 2 and 3 doubles into that same stitch. So you should have this. Okay, now the same thing again. We are going to skip 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into this 6th single crochet. We're going to do 3 doubles, chain 2, and 3 doubles to make our shell. And then so we are going to do this all the way across our row, and it's going to look like this. And we're going to keep doing this all the way around to the other side of the waist. And when we get to the other side, almost to the end, I'll show you what to do. But just do what I just said all the way down until you get to the last shell. Okay, when you get to the very end, you're going to skip 3 and double crochet into this 4th chain. Okay, and then you are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to turn, and you're going to do a shell into the shell. So we're going to go back and do 3 doubles, and I'm sorry if I'm really moving fast. So we're going to do 3 doubles, chain 2, and 3 doubles to make our shell. And then we're doing a shell in the shell, and then we're going to skip over, and we're going to shell again in this shell. So 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles, and we're going to do this all the way across until we get to the very end. And when we get to the very end of this row, we will double crochet like we did on the last row into the last stitch, and then we'll chain 3 again and start on row 2. It'll be a repeat. It'll be a repeat where we chain 3 and we skipped our 3, and the 4th do the fan, or anyway, so, or shell I should say. So just keep working just like this until we get the length that we want. of our garment, because like I said, this is, let me show you what I'm talking about. This is one side that goes over the breast, and then this is the waist line, and then this is starting the shell. And we're just going to continue down until you get the length that you want. And then I will meet you as soon as I get the length that I want. I'll meet you to do the sleeves. Okay, now I'm at the back, and this is the wrong side facing, okay? Because see, I've already finished my waist area, around the waist. So I'm gonna start down adding onto this, but I want to move up here to the back, and this is the wrong side. And what I've done is I've got me a needle, and I am going to sew this together. And like I said, this is the wrong side, so I'm going to start here, okay, and I'm just going to get me a long tail so I can sew this up. And as you can see, this is kind of going like this. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go into the next stitches, go into the next, and just kind of weave it like this, and just kind of work my way up. And like I said, I'm designing this to fit myself, so I don't have a pattern, but like I said, I'm making this as I go kind of thing. So I'm just running a stitch along like this, and I will go up into the next stitch and into the next, and just keep sewing kind of like this, because when we flip this to the right side, this will be connected, and then this is the tail of the other. So I'm gonna have to weave this in, so I'm just gonna pull that through, and I'll weave that in later. But it's gonna look like this, but I'm just gonna keep working this up like so. So I will go in, if you can see this, I'm gonna go into the next stitch, into the next, and just keep connecting them. And give yourself a long tail so you can do this, and go into the next, and then into the next, and it's gonna follow the pattern design, kind of like this. I'll have to just keep doing it so I can show you, but just keep working. And then we came out of this, we're going to go to the next two, go through those, and I'm going to just kind of play this by ear. I'm not sure how far up I'm going to go, because see, this is going to fit right in this section, and so I'm just going to keep moving along, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm just going into each stitch, working my way up, and I may go up to like, I may do like, I may go up to, it's kind of like you want to see how far, I don't know, how far you think your neck's gonna go. I mean, how far you want it up close to the back of your neck. And like I said, I'm just gonna play around and see where a good spot is for me. But anyway, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm just gonna keep moving into the next stitch and the next stitch. And there would be two. I'm going into those two and go into the next and into the next and just keep on working. And then when you do twist this to the right side, it should look very nice like that. Okay, so I'm going to keep going and I'll meet you back, and we'll start after we do this part. I'm going to try it on and see how it looks, and then I am going to go down to the waist again. Okay, I have sewn up like I told y'all, and this is the inside where I was sewing. Okay, so let me show y'all what I did. I'm at the end and I'm gonna stop right here. So what I'm gonna do is I want to show you, I started here at the waist. Okay, now I'm gonna tie these off eventually, these extra strings, but this is the inside of the garment, and I kind of followed this design, the 7 double crochets on the back, and I did, let's see, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I did 4 of those 7 double crochets, and then right here I did up to like 2, or kind of right here is where I want to stop. So let's see, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, and almost not quite a half, but right about here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my needle back through here, okay, and I'm just going to kind of stitch this. I want to kind of tie this off kind of, because I'm going to show you what it looks like on the right side of the garment. But anyway, I'm going to just kind of hide this here, and I'm going to weave it back down into the inside here like this. Okay, and anyway, just kind of hide this because this is inside the garment. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I have this too long, but I'm going to reinforce this a little bit further, but I want to flip it. I want to flip it around and show you this is the side that people will see. Okay, and this is what it looks like on this side, and it's kind of hidden, and this is going from the waist here all the way up to the back of the neck. And then when you flip it around, okay, it looks like this. Hang on, I'm going to raise my camera up a little bit. So, okay, so this is the waist, and then I'll put a tie here eventually, but this is and right here is the neck inside area right here, okay, and this is going to come over the breast. This is the armhole here, and the armhole here, okay, and anyway, I just wanted you to see this, and it looks like I have a stain right here. I just know. No, there's nothing there. I don't know why that looks like that. There's nothing there when I look here this way. But anyway, I know that's kind of funny. But anyway, this is what it's looking like. And like I said, this is going to be the front. This is the back waist area here, the band. And now I'm going to go back down here, and like I said, we'll tie these in later. We'll hide these strings inside here, but I kind of left those for right now, but I'll hide those later, okay? So I don't want y'all to be distracted by that, because it's gonna be hidden like that, okay? And then when I tried this on, I'm a big girl, so I'm gonna have to probably add some extra band up to, I don't know, I'm gonna have to make this a little bit wider in here. So anyway, but I just want to show you how far I've gotten so far, okay? And then we'll go down here once I get to figuring out what I'm gonna do. Okay, I got to my 40 single crochets. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my double crochets, and this is my pattern that I made up to fit me. So this is just kind of how it came out. So anyway, but so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain one, and I'm going to single crochet into this first stitch, and then I am going to do a stack single or stack double crochet like that. So you single and then you go into that stitch and single again. Now I'm going to do, this will be two double crochet, 3 double crochet, 4 double crochet, and what I'm going to do is I keep going around into each single crochet and double crochet to have a total of 40 that fits my arm, that gives me a little bit of extra room to move. So I'm going to go around and I'm just going to keep doing double crochets until I get 40, which will bring me back to this point. And when I get back here, I'll show you what to do again. Okay, I've done 40 single crochets, and I am going to slip stitch. Okay, now we have our 8 rows of double crochets in our 1 row of single crochets. Okay, so I'm sorry y'all, my stuff's twisted. Okay, so okay, so now what we're gonna do is this is what I did. This is our shell row. So first of all, I'm going to do a stacked, so I'm going to do a stacked double crochet. So I'm going to go 1, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to chain 1, actually I'm going to single crochet, okay, and then I'm going to go into this stitch, pull up and do another single crochet, and I am gonna, instead of a chain 3, this is what I'm doing. You can do a chain 3 if you want to, or a chain 2, but this is what I'm doing. Now I'm going to do a double crochet into that same stitch, chain 2, okay, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets, Okay, so this is our shell. Okay, now we do a shell is 2 doubles, 2 chains, 2 doubles. Now we're going to skip one, and then we are going to do a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, V-stitch. Okay, so we're going to do a shell, skip 1, V-stitch, which is double, chain 1, double. Now we are going to skip 2, and we are going to do a shell again, which is 2 doubles, 2 chains, and then 2 doubles. Okay, like this. Now when you do your shell, you're gonna skip 1 and do the V-stitch, okay, which is double, chain 1, double in the same stitch. Then we're going to skip 2 in the 3rd stitch, do 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. Okay, and this is what we're going to have, like that. Okay, and we're going to keep doing this all the way around. The same thing. When you do your shell, skip 1, do a V-stitch, chain 1, V, do a double, skip 2, 1, 2 in the 3rd stitch, 1, 2, the 3rd stitch, do a shell. And just do this all the way around, and I will meet you back and show you what to do. Well, actually, you know what? We're going to repeat this we're going to repeat this same thing for 5 rows. But just continue, and I'll meet you back and we'll do it one more time. Okay, I'm just now finishing, and I'm going to slip stitch. I've done my double, chain, double, V-stitch. Now I'm going to slip stitch, work my way up to the middle here. Okay, now we have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of that last pattern. So now we're going to start a new pattern of 3 double crochets, 3 doubles, and it will be chain 2 and 3 doubles instead of the 2 doubles. So I'm going to do a single crochet, slip in that stitch to make a stacked double. Okay, now I'm going to do a double and another double, making a total of 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles. Okay, on this row it will be 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles as our shell stitch, okay, which will look like this, and that's going to be the only difference. And then the V-stitch will stay the same, and we'll go into the V-stitch, chain 1, double crochet, that makes our V, and then we will go into the next shell, and we will do 3 doubles instead of 2, 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles, like this. Okay, and what I would do is I would go ahead and get your stitch marker And this time, go ahead and move it right here, because what I did is I'm going to do 3 rows of this. Okay, so we'll do 3 rows of the 3 double, chain 2, 3 double. And I will meet you back as soon as we do 3 rows of this. Okay, I have done 3 rows, as you can see, and we did the 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles. Now this time I've worked up to the center of my chain in my shell. This time we're going to do 3 doubles again. First of all, I'm going to do the stacked I'm going to do that stacked double crochet and go back in this and pull up, and I'm going to do another 2, 3. Okay, we're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, the same as this last time. Go in and do 3 doubles, okay, to make our shell. Okay, so we've got our shell. Now the only thing different on this row, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put another stitch marker so I know that this is starting the new round. Okay, so this time, instead of doing the V-stitch, we are going to do, or I'm doing in the V-stitch, we're going to do 2 doubles, and we're going to do 2 chains, and then 2 doubles again. Okay, so the difference in this row is we're doing the same 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles, but instead of a V-stitch, we're going to do 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. Then we're going to go back into our shell and do 3 doubles again, 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles. Okay, and then we're going to jump over here into the V-stitch and do 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. Okay, so we will have this. We will have the shell, and then the 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles, and then the shell, which is 3 and 2 chains and 3 doubles. So anyway, we're going to rotate, we're going to work this around, and we're going to do 1 row of this, and then I'll meet you back when we get over to the other side. Okay, I've completed that row. Now on the next row, it's going to be, okay, I've slipped into this space here, and I'm going to single crochet, we're going to do this double crochet, and I'm going to do, okay, on this one we're going to do 3 doubles, 2 chains, 3 doubles as our shell, and we're going to do that all the way around. So 3 doubles, 2 chains, 3 doubles, and I meant to say I did that stack double crochet. Okay, so here's our shell. So we're going to do the same thing now in this shell, because last row we only did 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. Now we're going to do 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles. And we're going to do that in every stitch around, just like this, and I'll meet you right back. Okay, I'm on the last row that I'm going to do for my sleeve, and on this row I've got to the middle of my shell, so I'm going to single crochet and go into this stitch to make a stacked double crochet, and then that's going to be my first double crochet, and I'm going to do 4 double crochets. So that's 2, 3, and 4. Okay, I'm going to do 4 double crochets, and I'm going to do that stack as my first double to start out with. Now I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I am going to go in to this stitch, pull that up, and slip it to make a picot. And now I'm going to do 4 double crochets in the same stitch, and this is going to make a shell with a picot in the center, like so. Okay, and now we're going to do it again. We're going to do this in every shell. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 3, okay, and come down into this go in this section right here, pull up through and slip it on, and now do 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it's going to look like this. And we're just going to do this all the way around in each shell. And then we will be done with our sleeve. So just keep going with your 4 doubles. And chain 3. And just slip that through, pull through, do 4 more doubles. And we're just going to do that in every stitch to finish our sleeve. Okay? And that's what we've got so far. I wanted to show you all, my sweater is completed, and I know it's hard to see it on here, but this is the upper part, okay, and then is this the opening. And what I did is I took a satin ribbon, and what I'm going to do is I am going to clip this and singe the ends with a lighter. But what I did is I measured this around this area of my waist, and it's kind of a higher up waist deal, and I measured it so I could tie a bow. And then what I'm doing on this here where I did my double crochets, I am running the ribbon through, and I'm going through, like, I'll skip through 2, and then I'll pull the ribbon through there. I'll pull it through this 2 space, and then pull it all the way through, and then grab through the next two, pull it up, and so on. And so I haven't even tried this yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and run this through every two double crochets, and just keep doing that all the way around, and hopefully I'm gonna see this is what it'll look like, but I'm hoping that when it comes out on this side that it will be underneath like this one is. So I'll see if that comes out right. But anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. If it doesn't, if yours doesn't, then I don't know, just kind of work it to where you're pleased with it. And then if you want to, go find some pretty beads that you, and like I said, I'm going to clip this and I'll singe it with a lighter to close so it won't unravel like that. And then I will put a bead on it, or maybe a few beads, I'm not sure yet, and then I'll tie it. But also too, I wanted to show you, here's the bottom part, and I end up doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows of the lower part of the body. But then up here, I forget how many I did. I might have told, because it took me a little while to make this, so because I kind of made this as I went, so I'm not quite sure. I might have done like 15 rows of these, and then like I said, I folded it over the shoulder, and then I stitched the back, and then I added on the sleeve, and that's why the sleeve here comes right about down some, and then that's when I started the sleeve part here with my double crochets. But anyway, I just want to kind of give you an idea, because I kind of made this as I went kind of thing, and I'm still going to see if this comes out right, and then I'll model it. But I kind of just made this as I go. This is my pattern. So anyway, I finally finished my sweater, and this is it. Here's the top, and I end up going over this area instead of under, because I found that worked better with my ribbon. And then I end up putting these little beads on, and that's all I could find that would go on or fit. And this is my sleeves. My other sleeve. But anyway, this is it, my design. And anyway, I thank y'all so much for watching me. And y'all have a great day.